Hey, what's up? I'm just making this video because these videos are kind of good for like helping me to like make sure I don't do something like stupid. It's not. It doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna do anything like really serious, but I'm just about to like cut off my hair. I know I look like ugly. I know. I want so bad to like. I want so bad to look like a model. I want so bad to look beautiful or look like somebody that like, basically somebody who'd be able to have sex with somebody that, or just accept my. I can't stand being old, and I can't stand being like. I want to be a beautiful person, but I can't. And I have like a big nose and just. So anyway, I'm always like desperately deluding myself that like I'm gonna get beautiful, but meanwhile I'm just getting older. What's my point? Basically, I'm just gonna make this video because I'm gonna. Nobody should watch this, but I'm basically just gonna. I'm gonna cut my hair off, and I'm gonna remind myself that if I cut my hair off, it basically means like I'm gonna look like really ugly. I'm basically not gonna. I'm gonna be really unappealing to women. There's like this crazy desperate like. Can't I get cute enough that some woman would like me? They don't even really. I guess they don't even really want cuteness. They want money or some. They want a young women want a young man, and so no young women. Okay, I got it. So it's like it's crazy. I have like a crazy like addiction. The addiction is how can I be attractive to anybody I'd want to have sex with? I can't. I can't. So it doesn't even really matter if I look good anyway, because I don't even really socialize anyway. And so, and my brother seems to have some idea that like, oh, you can get some like single mom. I'm like, I'm not attracted to them. And so what's the point? Nobody's attracted to me. I don't have a job. I don't want to get a job. And so, but I don't want to seem like a creep. And I like this like, I like this like accountability. I like this like real just total honesty. And so what's my point? Just it's really terrifying to just to proceed into old age and death. It's terrifying to get like I'm terrified. I don't say it's terrifying. Maybe you're having a great time with it, but it's really hard to just see like man boobs. I have like man boobs and like this old. I'm an old man, and it's just hard to like really swallow that and just really just be like, all right, no hope of going back to like cute, like boyish, basically like untouched by death. It was so nice to just be like untouched by death and just think like maybe I can get to be with some young woman who can have a baby. What's the point? Can't do it. Okay, so what's the point? I can't even really handle real life, and I don't even really like socialize, and I'm terrified. I don't even really like people very much anyway. And so what's the point? I don't know. I'm just desperate, terrified, old, freaking out. I can't see. Everything's all blurry. My eyes are all falling apart. People have their own problems, Sean. I know. Anyway, so I'm just thinking like, all right, Sean, you're gonna shave your head. That means you're gonna look like shit for. Yeah, I look like shit anyway. It's never gonna get me like a mate. Like the whole thing is like I thought if I get cute, if I get social, if I overcome my fear, I can grow into like a beautiful person with like a hot wife, but I can't. And so it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like I'm trying to. Nobody's listening, right? But I'm trying to look at this from like the female. Let's say no one's listening to this. But if no one's listening to this, it doesn't matter what I say. But if I look at this from the female side, I hope most men are not like me. Like I hope if I look at it from the female side, like I would feel like fuck. Like do men just want some pretty woman? And so I don't know, but like. This is just I've milled this over and over in my head. I've never been in the mind of like another man, and so my general theory is that either most men are like not like me. Like there's men out there who just they're more man than me, and they like I don't know. They like women more. I don't know what it is, or or what? It's not that I don't like women, but I don't know. My general feeling is just that like I don't want to say nasty shit anymore. I don't want to say like I don't want to be like a mean asshole person. What's my point? Basically, anyway, I've said all this before, but just to like keep the story straight in my head, I'm kind of baffled as to like how adults do real life. I think most people, they can like socialize better. Like if I look like an older couple, I imagine that they have like stuff in common, or maybe that guy's like, I don't know, who knows? There's a myriad of factors that make it. There's plenty of like older married people, but my general thinking, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I just feel like I've never gotten old before, and so my general feeling is just that like there's this time when humans are kind of young and in their prime, and when they're young and in their prime, they're kind of like oblivious, and they're supposed to just, they're gonna have sex, like young pretty people, they're just gonna end up having sex, and then they say some stuff like, let's stay together when we get older and stuff, and so I guess that's what most people do, and so, and then I don't know, I guess there's, my mom says there's like old people who have sex at her retirement home and stuff, and so I guess there's men, there's all sorts of different types of like men. Let's just leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. I don't want to sound like some like I don't want to be mean spirited. I don't want to say like, I don't want to say that like men are not attracted to older women. There's definitely older men with older women, but I was always just like wanting to impregnate like a, I don't want to say this shit anymore. I know it's all awful. I know this is all why say this? Because I'm just trying to mill over like in my mind, like I don't see any way to like make a good like adult life functional man with like a woman, and so there's no reason to really like get a job or anything. I'm just gonna avoid job and just try to like occupy my mind and just kind of like, I don't know, just like have fun, tool around or something, like I don't know, walk dogs, try to live off my dad's money. It's all very like, it's all very pathetic, but it's like deep rooted like core things. Like that's kind of what I figured out over the last 2 years, is I can't like change these like deep rooted, like I can't change my genetics, you know, like I can't like really want what I don't want, and I can't become like a strong like one of those like bearded guys who's like, yeah, I got you, baby. Like I'm always like fucking like freaking out. Like I have like real deep rooted weaknesses that like I guess I really can't like change my genetics, and so, and I hate my face, I hate my weakness, and so what's the point? That's it. I'm just grandstanding. You shouldn't even watch this. I'm just wasting your time. Like I'm like a total loser, waste case, like pathetic person. This video just gives me ability to like talk, but basically I'm terrified and just I should be shot or some shit. I should just there's no good outcome. I'm never gonna want to live with an older woman or something. I know that's what the movies show. The movies show like, oh, he made his peace with God and then he's with, but I'm not like attracted. They can't have kids anymore, and so, and I'm never gonna like change that. I'm never gonna be like oh, like I changed. I grew up. I was such a shallow asshole. No, like I genuinely don't get it. I genuinely don't understand. I understand like pretty young woman gets you boner because she can have a baby, and you're like, oh, she's pretty and you're pretty, and that's my general thinking. It's just when people are young and pretty, they're gonna have sex, and when they have sex and have a kid, they should get married and say, hey, let's like hold on to each other when we get old and try to keep each other company and be like a mom and a dad. But if now that I'm like old, I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna live with like a single mom. Anyway, I've said all this over and over, so what's my point? It's just gonna have to, I'm trying to like think about like how to I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna go into the future as like an old guy and proceed into old age and death, and it just seems like no matter what, it's gonna be some kind of like. Basically, it seems like I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't talk because all these things, like what I have to say, is not good. It doesn't sound good, and it's just desperation and just terror and stuff. And so, I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shave my head. I'm just trying to get my story straight because I feel like I don't want to do something in isolation. Like I feel like before I had live streaming, I would do something like, fuck it, I'm gonna like just get a bottle of alcohol. I want to be able to have like accountability and say like, all right, here's what I'm doing, here's my thinking, here's what I'm gonna do. And so yeah, I think I should shave my head because I don't want to look like I don't want to try to be cool or young anymore. There's no more trying to be cool or young, and so I really have to like accept old age. And so I think what I should do, like really the only thing people ever really liked about me is like my head models, and so I guess I should just, I'm gonna try to just do head models as like kind of an old guy, washed up. I give up at sex. I give up at even like trying to be social because it never sticks. Like I can't change like core things about me. Like I just don't really mesh with people. I can't really have a good time with people. I don't even really like, if I'm really honest, I don't even really like, I want them to have a good time, but I don't like interaction very much. I'm kind of always like, and so I don't know, I guess there's like different types of people. So what's the point? I don't know. Maybe there is a God, like maybe there really is a God, and maybe God is just like, maybe I was saying all this shit for all this time where I was saying like there's no soul. I was saying this no soul mantra because I want to change. I want to become like a normal man with like, I want to become like a stronger, like a social man or something like that. But all of this shit like didn't really change me if I just quit. Basically, if I quit faking, I'm still this like terrified, socially inept, lame-o guy. But now I'm just an older version of that, and so I don't know. Maybe there is a God. Maybe there is like a purpose, or whatever those terms mean. Maybe you should just, maybe you can't change your genetics, so it's good to just believe in like a soul and purpose. And so if I had some kind of soul, basically like really terrified person who's like just some lame-o asshole guy or whatever. So I have like a decent amount of like art talent. Like if I can whittle away at some like thing to get it to look cool, like a head, I can make it look cool after like 2 weeks of whittling away. And that's like the only thing I ever really found to do, where people are like, oh, that's really good. I wish I could be like charismatic, and I wish it could be what women want, and so, but I can't. And so I gotta stop this. I gotta stop the ranting shit. And so I'm just gonna shave my head. I'm gonna try to, I give up permanently at trying to be cool or trying to be attractive to young women, and I never want like to get bossed around by some single mom or some shit. And so I'm not gonna do that. And so I'm just gonna shave my head. I'm gonna go running, and I really just have to sort of like pass the time until death. And so that's my plan. I'm not gonna do no more like show off stuff. It's all just, if I watch my videos, I'm so clearly like just desperate and old and just old, and I think old and trying to be cute and sexually viable. It's just, I guess it's just inherently creepy. It's just like, you're old, you're past prime, you can't be attractive to anybody attractive anymore. And so you should just be with some, you should either be, I should either be with some other older person, or I should be alone. And I'm gonna be alone. But I'm just gonna make these videos to just to not go nuts. But I won't do any more I won't do any more singing or improv acting or like no more trying to be cool, no more trying to be attractive stuff. I know it's all like gross and just sad and ridiculous and pathetic. It's all pathetic. Okay, so what's some plan? I'm just gonna shave my head. Let's just shave my head now. I'm just gonna do it now. You sure, Sean? You sure you want to shave your head? Yeah, I give up. I give up at trying to be attractive and trying to be young. I give up at trying to be cool, attractive, or young. And I just want to get up in the morning and just run my dogs, do some drawing, and just do art. That's really all. That's the only good stuff I ever did, and so I'm just getting worse too. I'm getting worse at everything. All right, so what's the plan? I'm just gonna cut my hair. You sure, Sean? You sure you want to cut your hair? Yeah, I can't. I can't be attractive, and I already fucked up my. I can't be beautiful. I can't be young and attractive. I'm looking at all these videos. I'm looking at all these videos I've made for like 2 years. It's all just desperate trying to be attractive stuff. All of it. There's no likes, like nobody likes anything I'm doing. It's all like desperate trying to be attractive, and just it's just like this terrified like old guy who's just doing all this like jackass stuff, and everybody the whole time is probably just looking at like this sad, like pathetic, terrified loser guy. But my head models were good. Like, say what you will, nothing I do, like nobody likes anything I do. I know I can't be attractive to anybody I'd be attracted to, but my head models are good, and so it's hard to like just accept that. And so I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to just shave my head, realize that I'm like old, and I was never really attractive. I was almost like I wanted so bad to get cute when I was young, but I never really got. I always had this big nose and just ugly like weakness. Okay, so what's the point? I'm just gonna shave my head. I'm gonna shave my head. I accept my oldness. I accept my boringness. I accept my idiocy and stuff. And so, but I just gotta come up with a routine and a way to like pass the time. Because if I don't do this video shit, I'm really just lying on the floor, like just I feel like a dead person. Life is like, it feels like some nightmare thing now. And so I'm gonna resist getting stuck at some dead end job, because then it's not only like nothing good, but just awfulness too. If I go to that dead end job, it's like worse than death. It's like just misery to pay for your procession to death, misery to pay for misery. What's the point? I'm just gonna try to resist the fucking. I'm just gonna hide in here like a coward, I'm a coward. And but I was always a coward. I was always weak. I was always terrified. And so what's the point? I'm just gonna cut my hair. What's the plan? I want to see if I can get these clippers to work, and then I'm just gonna like shave my head and just try to like cope with like times. The sun's gonna come up, the sun's gonna go down, and I have to like pass the time without just being like really depressed and crazy. And so I'm just gonna do whatever I have to do, but I promise I'm not gonna try to be attractive anymore, and I'm not gonna try to be cool or fun or young anymore. All right, because I know it's all disgusting, and it's all pathetic and like creepy, right? It's all creepy. And so let's just do it. What am I doing? All right, so I'm gonna I gotta cut the hair off first. Once I do this, I have to resist any temptation to try to be like cool, funny, or like pretty. Like that's something that's basically been like a big trap. Is like the last 2 years, like when I painted my greens, I'm doing this like green screen. Like when I go off camera, like if I turn off live stream for like 2 days, I realize the real me. The real me is like, if I don't make this video, there's no like desire to try to seem funny. I don't even really like improv acting. Like it's painful for me to look at people. It's painful. Like I don't really like enjoy human interaction. And so any time that I'm like trying to be funny, or anytime that I'm working out, like I wouldn't even lift weights if I wasn't on camera. It's just like it's clinging on to like youth, and it's trying to be like appealing to young women, and I have to like give that up. And so I have like it's really hard. It's hard to like just let go of like youth and sexual viability, but that's what I do. And so so I should paint my wall back, and I should just establish a routine of like wake up, do something to like get a grip on my brain, because I really am like, I'm like an older person now. Like it's hard for me to focus and gather my marbles. Like by default, my brain, I'm a little spacey, and so I should like establish a routine where I sort of get up in the morning, do Simon or Duelenbach or something to just sort of like focus and get a grip on my brain, and then I should draw for an hour, and then I should do like 8 hours of 3D modeling and just make head models, and that's kind of like the best thing I can do. And then listen to podcasts and just live stream to sort of like get rid of loneliness, and just no more like no like trying to be attractive, because nobody likes it anyway. It's all delusional, and I'm too old. And so but can I just do this? Can I just live stream all day to get rid of loneliness? I am pathetic. It is pathetic. I am terrified of like aging and death, and so. But I promise I won't be delusional anymore. I won't be like trying to be cool or young anymore. Anyway, I keep saying the same shit. It's so hard to like accept aging and death, and just it's really hard for me to just be like I accept reality. It's so hard. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'll take it one day at a time, as they say. Anyway, what's the plan? Okay, so I'm just gonna cut my hair, and then shave my head, and then I'm just gonna wear a filter, because it is really depressing to just present my. I hate my melting face. It's such a bummer. I used to love being young and cute. So I'll just wear a filter, and then the only time I have to really show my old, ugly, not cute anymore, wrinkled face, it's just gonna get uglier and uglier. But I only really have to do it at like the store. The only time I really interact with people is like the store, and people don't even look at you. It's like self-checkout now and stuff, and that's pretty much it. And I should just stop jiu-jitsu. I should stop jiu-jitsu because it's costing my poor dad and mom like $500 a month, and I don't want to get a fucking job because it's horrible. A job is like depressing, like just complete loss of time and freedom. And so, all right, so I'm gonna cut my hair. You sure, Sean? Yeah, fuck it. I give up. I give up at trying to be attractive. I have like man boobs, and like I suck. I have skinny shoulders. I was never really attractive. Man, when I was like 30 though, I could be like just barely cute enough though. And so I want so bad to be like cute. I want to be like a model or something, but I can't. Anyway, I give up. You sure, Sean? Yeah, I'm sure. I just gotta try to like keep it together and not get like depressed. Not go to jail. First, I should see if the clippers work. All right. I bleached. I put some bleach in the hair, and I tried to put color remover. Dude, vanity is really it's a sin, right? It's a trap. Uh, I just realized that like the whole 2 years that I've been in here making these videos, if I'm looking at my videos, it's all just like trying to look in the mirror and just clinging on to like youth and just potential to get like a hot spouse, basically a young spouse. And so it's all pathetic. It's all like I'm clearly like an old guy, and so I have to like accept it, and like just nobody's watching this, but I just want to make it really clear that like uh I really am. I'm like a really terrified, like damaged, uh just fragile, and just I'm really terrified of like getting old and dying and like losing my looks, and just it's really scary to just see this like just oldness like emerging, and just knowing that like I'm just gonna turn into dust, and it's like it just feels like some like nightmare world. And so without being able to make like I'm not like manly, like I don't know, sometimes I was trying to make videos, and I don't know if I was like trying to seem manly or anything like that, but really not manly. Like manly would be no one should watch this, but manly would be like helping my dad out. Manly would just be like getting a job, and I can't handle a job. It's just it's so depressing. Like I don't know how people do this, like just get on a bus and just go unload bricks or something the whole day, and just that's it. Like that's it. I guess there's like respectability of like paying the bills or something, but I'm just like I'm not like a good person, or I'm not like respectable. I'm not like manly or anything like that. I'm basically just terrified, hiding, trying to duck work, and just having my dad pay for shit. And I'm just like, I took my dad's credit card yesterday, and I just went to Sally's beauty salon, and I spent like $100 of his money on beauty products. And he's like old, and like he can barely talk. He's like can barely walk, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. And I just take his credit card when he's not looking and stuff. It's like I'm a real like just low life, like sad, pathetic guy. And so I'm not gonna put on any more. I'm not gonna put on any more airs. It's just I don't know what I can't stand the loneliness, and so basically just I can't stand loneliness, and so I don't even deserve to really be able to do this. This is all facilitated by my dad, just live streaming. But I just want to make it clear, I'm not like cool. I'm not. I understand I'm pathetic. I understand I'm like reprehensible, just shitty, like loser, disgusting old guy trying to get young women to be attracted to me. It's all disgusting, and so it's just hard. It's really hard to just accept aging and death. It's like it's fucking. It's like the hard. It's really scary, and just it feels like life feels like a nightmare. But if I cope, like my coping mechanism is what I should do is I should no more. I'm not going to do any more like. My dad might just force me to get a job, so I might just end up on some bus digging ditches in the near future. But if he doesn't do that, if I can, what I want to do is I just want to just do something constructive all day, and just basically avoid work until the grave, and just no more like jackass stuff. Like I'm not going to try. I'm going to save this video just because it's kind of fun to just like do this dramatic shit. I have no life though. I have no like. I'm basically just deteriorating, and I know it, and it's fucking hard to cope with. But if I basically the best thing I can do, like the only thing people really like about me is my head models, and so if I try to just keep it together, if I just wake up, go drawing, go running a few times a day, and then keep my expenses low and just do some art. I just want to do that until I'm dead or something like that. And there's no real ability to have like a good adult life, and I've said this over and over. And so and I won't do any more like bathing suit like workout thing. It's just I just thought I could like get young enough that I wanted to be like young and attractive, so some young beautiful woman would have sex with me, but it's never gonna work. And it's all pathetic, and women want like a guy with a job anyway, but I don't want to get a job. And I'm not attracted to anybody my age and older, and so I just want to find a way to pass the time that doesn't feel depressing and like a nightmare or some shit. But really, like, without even this video, I'm like a shell of a I'm like a dead, like, I do nothing. Like, if I don't make these videos, I don't even like I just lie on the floor and like watch YouTube or some shit, and I feel like a dead, like, low life. And I really am. I'm like a dead, like, deadened low life person. And so I'm so it's nobody's listening, right? But I do love this. I love this, like, YouTube video making. But like, I'll never know what it's like in the mind of like another human, right? But like, I'm so nuts about my looks. It's really fucking weird. Like, I look in my face and I'm always like desperately thinking like, I can still be cute. I can still cute. My whole fucking life, I'm like, can't I get cute? And somebody will say like, you're a handsome man. I'll be like, I'm handsome. And then they'll say, no, you're ugly. And I'll be like, ugly. Like, I'll look in the mirror and sometimes I'll think I'm like the ugliest thing in the world. And then I'll think like, I'm a good looking guy. But basically, like, it's like somewhere in between. And like, sometimes I'll look at my video and I'll think, this is like a damaged, like, dangerously crazy nut job. And then sometimes I'm like, this is a smart guy. And it all kind of like fluctuates. But in terms of like feedback from like other people, the only thing anybody really ever liked about me, like where they said that's really good, is my art, particularly art of like 3D models of heads. And so like, it's really hard to just accept like that's my good thing. I want to be like beautiful, I want to be like charming, I want to be social, but I'm not. It's like, I want to change all that like spiel thing. When I was reading that spiel, I'm trying to tell my brain like, you can be anything. Like, you don't have a nature, you don't have a soul. I want to be like a physical. I want to be attractive to like some young woman, basically, and then I want to be cool, but I can't really do it. And so it's really hard to see your own like craziness. It's hard to see your own weaknesses and shit. But I guess just, you could look at the likes. Like, if I look at my videos, like, nobody likes any of my videos. Nobody likes any of my acting. Like, nobody likes any of my my workouts. And so I can't change that stuff. I tried to like be good in those ways, but I can't really do it. But if I make head models, people are like, that's good. It's weird. I was kind of always good at that head modeling type shit. Like, it's kind of like the shit that I'm good at, I was kind of always good at. And I wasn't really. Anyway, I've said all this shit over and over. I shouldn't talk anymore. Like, when I make videos, it's really tempting to just rant like this, but it's kind of crazy. Like, I've been looking at my videos and I'm realizing I've been saying the same kind of shit for years in this room, just saying the same shit over and over. So basically, like, I should try to establish some routine. I'm not going to say that spiel stuff anymore. I'm not going to do any more workouts. I'm just going to accept like an old man. I'm going to wear a filter. I'm going to try to just wake up in the morning, do something to like get focused, because I'm really like spacey, and then I'm gonna try to draw for like an hour and listen to podcasts, and then maybe I'll just do some burpees, but no more like showing off workout. Like, I realize I look like an old man. I can't look, even if I do a million burpees, I still have like man boobs and I have like an old man body, like, and my body just kind of was never really that great anyway. And so no more like showing off workout stuff. I know it's all disgusting. I just wanted so bad to like be young or beautiful or something, but I can't do it. And so I should wake up, get focused, draw for like an hour. I realize my drawings aren't even very good, but then that sort of gives me like sharpness, and then it gives me something to focus on if I listen to podcasts. And then if I do, I can go running. I like running my dogs. And then I'll just do like 8 hours a day of like 3D modeling, 3D art of like heads, and just keep doing that. That's like the only good thing I have, and that's like the thing that I'm actually good at. And so I'm gonna save this video, and I'm not gonna look at the views anymore, because it's all just people being mean to me and shit, and nobody likes it anyway. And so I'm just gonna try to I'm gonna try to not show off anymore. Basically, no more trying to be cool, no more trying to be young, and no more trying to be like yeah, just no more trying to be young, no more trying to be cool, and no more trying to like appeal to young women. Basically I've really concluded that over the years of live streaming is there's always this temptation to like try to be like a cool guy, but it's all just like, oh, maybe some young woman will sleep with me. But if I'm ever doing anything other than like drawing or some sort of like zoning in like game to like get focused and not be spacey, like that's really all I should do is like zone in, get focused, not be spacey, listen to podcasts, draw, and I'm not even really good at drawing, and then 3D modeling, and that's the only good thing. Like that's what I should do because that's like what's actually good about me. And then anything else I'm doing is just like kind of like sleazy, creepy, like trying to be appealing to young women, and it's just giving into like lust and some delusional vanity, and so I have to like stop that. That's like a problem. But I can't stand the loneliness, and so I'm just gonna do this. And I shouldn't do any talking like this. All this like serenading is like it's like a craziness. Like I'm just looking in the mirror and thinking like I'm kind of cute. Isn't some woman gonna be attracted to me? No. And so all right, that's it. All right, it's almost sunset. I'm gonna try to walk the dogs. I should take a shower. I'm just gonna leave on live stream. I don't want to marry some like single mom or older woman, and so I think I'm just gonna try to live stream and make videos until I'm dead, and then do art. I should just do art. That's like my service to, that's like why anybody should watch me, is like, look, I can do like a good like head model if I put my all into it. And I wish I could be funny, beautiful, or young, or like charming and social. I can't do those though. I can't really do it. Anyway, so that's it. I give up. I just want to try to keep it together. I'm sorry for like, nobody's watching this, but if anybody watches this, I'm sorry for like trying to be something I wasn't. I really thought like maybe I could change though. Like I heard that like growth mindset, like Tony Robbins stuff. Like I thought if I did like enough reading that spiel and thinking like maybe I can grow into like a funny, brave, like social person. But I can't really do it. Nobody ever likes those things that I do. And honestly, like even if I socialize, it never really like, I never really connect. I never have like a good time with people. Nobody really has a good time with me. And so maybe there is like, I don't know. Let's just leave it at that. Leave it at, I don't know. I don't know anything else other than that, but I know I'm really scared of like getting old and dying and deteriorating. And it's hard. It's really hard to accept that without some like delusion. And it's hard to like not appeal like desperately, like somebody like me, somebody sleep with me. It's really hard to like just fucking. All right, but I'm just gonna do art from now on. I'm just gonna try to wake up. I'm gonna live stream. I shouldn't rant at all, and I should just try to like keep it together. And like occupy my brain, like focus, do art, listen to some strongman podcast or just any podcast, and just like keep it together and just try to be constructive and not pathetic and not like desperately jackass, like foolish. Basically anytime I'm talking, it's desperate, jackass, foolish. Like please, like somebody like me. And I know I'm ugly, I know I'm old, and I know I'm never going to be attracted to anybody my age and older, and I know I don't want to get stuck with a single mom or some older lady. And so just keep it together, do something constructive, and shut the fuck up. I should really just shut the fuck up. Okay, that's my goal.